Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles. I hope you're having a wonderful day. For it is a breakthrough day. There's all kinds of things that are happening. For this year, it's going to be the year of all revelation. So I just come to speak briefly about spiritual ideas, spiritual thoughts, the transcendental process of ascension that is going on within each and every one of us. And I want to bring a couple of ideas. I'm going to talk about telepathy. And so what I wanted to say first is that what we think we become, this is something the Buddha explained that many years ago, so it's nothing new. But be careful what you think. Just not be careful, but be aware that you want to have the highest positive image about yourself, because what you think you'll become, it's a step-by-step process. And what we feel we make real. So if we want to feel, when we feel something, it becomes real. So it's for the feeling state, the love and the fear is really the fuel of creation. So it is important to clean up our thoughts, to keep positive thoughts, and to have this positive emotion. So we have good feeling thoughts. Is very important to integrate that. Understanding the whole is in all. There is infinity is hidden within all things and all beings. There was a philosopher named Empédocle from 6th century BC, who already discovered that, and so all things are possible because this infinity lies within all things and all beings, and as within you and within me. So we want to reflect the highest version of ourselves as much as possible each and every day, and understanding the physical world is just a facade. When you see a facade of a building, you do not know what's going on in the building, or you do not see the decoration. So it is just a facade. All this great physical world is just a facade, like Plato says. Plato explains in the cavern that we need to get out of these physical appearances, to look into the soul, where all things are already in its pure state, the pure form. For the physical world has limitation on the physical plane. The physical scientists will realize that there is this. There is the size of Planck. We cannot go smaller, but it's only on the material form. We'll come to realize, because they don't have the tools right now to discover that, but the smallest particle are called ultimatons. They're like, there are 100 of them makes up an electron, but there's you cannot go further in the material sense. But when you go into the realm of energy, it goes into infinitum. Both love and energy are infinite. You want to fuse love and energy and move into this infinity of your being. The more to cultivate the infinity of love and the infinity of energy. For there is great hidden potential within each and every one of us, and it will manifest in its own way, in its own form. It is beyond reason, beyond logic, beyond the acceptable norms and possibilities. So just allow yourself to flow with whatever, even if nobody else understands you. Just trust your inner self and your inner vision that as it will unfold. And so I'm going to pull a few cards. If you want a private session, do not hesitate to send me an email. I thank you for your likes, your comments, your sharing, your subscriptions, and your donations. For the past is the choice. We have this. We always within the highest good of all, and the choices of love. There is so many choices, it's preferences, and once we made all our choices, then life will unfold. There's no more choice. We'll just have preferences to choose from. But it's about making all the moral choice necessary in order to be settled within this within our own inner self. Where we are now is acceptation. We are accepting the situation. We are accepting the joy. We are accepting the happiness, accepting all the good things that are coming to us, as well as the whole shenanigan of the world. It's okay. They are shifting. It is the year of all shift. What we're coming in the near future is the destinies. We're going to climb the stairway to heaven. It is a destiny. It is our destiny. We came here for that. What we're working on now is joy. Joy. We're looking for joy. What brings us joy? It's important to take joy seriously and not to take the drama seriously. It is important. I think, to me, I'm just expressing my thoughts and points of view, but I think it is important to be more geared towards playfulness and lightness, and the outcome of this work will be clairvoyance. We're going to be far more clairvoyant. It's each and every day there is a growing energy within us, for there is a deepening sense of all kinds of the energy, the feelings are getting deepened. They are more when we rest. We have these inner eyes that are opening, the third eye, and for myself, I'm starting to have all kinds of vision from my inner. I'm exploring the physical body, the brain, and the head, and even the lower aspects, and it's like there is all kinds of discovery that are being made, and once we can allow our mind to be settled down and our body to be at peace. There is one great big question that has been asked, is that how do we know we're in the fifth dimension? Fifth dimension is, for we still live in a physical world, but instead of having a polarized emotion and mental and emotional bodies that are polarized, they will become unified, unipolar, they fuse, they become one. And so there is, it is like we no longer dualized, we are unipolar in our thoughts. And there is a constant energy exchange on a higher frequency through the heart that is going on. Telepathy is the mean by which to communicate in the fifth dimension. So as long as we need words to understand each other, we are not totally there. But there is a lot of telepathy that is going on, and you will develop more and more. When you communicate telepathically, never thought to force an issue. For the fourth dimensional being that will try to communicate telepathically with you, like Zeta Reticuli or called the Greys, and I don't have much dealing with them, but it is known that whatever conversation, telepathic communication, they will always drive to the outcome they seek. But if you communicate with Arcturians, for instance, the conversation will always be open. For we want to keep things open, and for it is a subtle energy exchange, and it is beyond words. We will be able to communicate. There is sometimes a very strange things when you begin to open yourself to telepathy. For me, it's been many, many years that I've been an empath and telepath, and I've been communicating with those on the higher realm, because human beings are not yet telepath. I'm receiving their thoughts. Sometimes I send them, but I'm not sure they receive it. But sometimes you can send a thought. It's like you have let's say you want something, you meet somebody and you want to communicate something. You say, I want to do that. But what comes out is, I do not want to do that. And so you find like very shocked, because your intention was to, but you have to trust the energy exchange, and there is a dance that is going on, a dynamism, and your soul guides the process. So do not be confused and accept whatever's going on. It's always for a higher purpose. It's this dance of creation that is going on. But very soon we're going to be able to pick up thoughts from houses, and so everybody will see everybody else's thoughts, because the level of energy and frequency is increasing. So you want to purify your thoughts, not to have as much judgment on the world as possible, because when otherwise we'll be seen as somebody that's unkind, because but it's just so it's important to clear up our thoughts, to make this cleaning up on our thoughts, to clear our thoughts. So it is good to utilize mantra when you have a negative thought. You breathe and you say, I am presence, and I co-create with the Creator. I am presence, and I co-create with the Creator, or whatever mantra works for you. But you replace negative thoughts by a mantra, a positive affirmation, or whatever works. So we have to be prepared, because it's going to be a great deal of increase in, and selfish thoughts are unreal. They're not real. You cannot communicate telepathically selfish thoughts. Another thing that's good about telepathy is like when it's not about the words. Once again, it's a subtle energy that you share and you communicate. But it is whatever your intention. You put a thought, and you can send it to the higher mental bodies of people, and they receive it when they're ready. It is there is a universal translator, so it's like they will get exactly what they need to get from the exchange, and so it's no need to have translators there. It is all happening naturally. And then, of course, you won't find wisdom. Wisdom is the outcome of that all thing, but it comes with time and experience. But always ask for wisdom, seek to find wisdom. The highest wisdom is peace, being one, being at peace. What we need to understand is deep knowledge. This is deep knowledge that comes from within us, and that is continuing to grow. What we need to do is trust. And the outcome is reparation. We're going to be able to fix up all kinds of things, to bring the balance back into all those aspects of our life. I was very thrilled last night when Spirit told me that all the things that have been worrying me are going to be brought back into balance. For everything is as a function, for light springs from darkness, divine order comes from chaos, and it has to be chaos before chaos is original before order can be created. At first, all the elements are thrown in chaos, so it's accepting and tuning in to accepting nothing less than peace and harmony for you, for within yourself. When I sing this little song, it's from the bus. I've never came through my mind. I don't know why. It's this morning, and so I sing it. It's a little song. It's a little rock and roll. It goes like this. Hey, little girl, is your daddy home? Did he go and leave you all alone? I got a bad desire. Oh, 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 I'm on fire. Tell me now, baby, is it good to you? And can it do to you the things that I do? Ho, ho, I can take you higher. Ho, 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 I'm on fire. Sometimes it's like someone took a knife, baby, edgy and dull, and cut a 6-inch valley through the middle of my skull. At night I wake up with the sheets soaking wet and a freight train running through the middle of my head. Only you can cool my desire. Ho, 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 I'm on fire. Ho, 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 I'm on fire. Ho, 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 I'm on fire. Very punchy song. And for one more card, I wish you a wonderful day. I'm looking forward to what's going on. And today is really this Merkaba, the chariot. It is the chariot, it's the archangel Metatron. And he says determination and self-control, career evolution, public acknowledgement of a success. So this success that we've been cultivating within is going to manifest outside. So be ready and be happy, be joyful, already be in a state of acceptation of that success, of that peace, of that joy that is coming. I thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.